David, a big week for Toyota here in the U.S. because we're at the headquarters in Plano, Texas, where they're unveiling a slew of new vehicles that will go into production and on sale later this year, early next year, including the new RAV4.
I just helped my subscriber Mike find a 2003 Toyota 4Runner with 487,000 miles that runs better than most new SUVs rolling off dealer lots today. While his neighbor is making 847 monthly payments on a 2024 Honda Pilot that's expected to die at 150,000 miles, Mike drives his bulletproof 4Runner everywhere, mountain trails, cross-country road trips, daily commutes, without a single mechanical worry. His total investment? $4,200. That's less than 6 months of his neighbor's car payments. But here's what's really shocking. Mike's ancient 4Runner will still be running strong when that $48,000 Honda Pilot is headed to the junkyard. The engine purrs like it just rolled off the assembly line. The transmission shifts like silk, and every system works exactly as it should after nearly 500,000 miles. But why are these automotive immortals the best-kept secret in America? Primary open loop. After helping hundreds of clients find their perfect SUVs over the past 3 years, I've discovered something that completely changed how I think about vehicle ownership. There are exactly 8 SUVs that don't just reach 300,000 miles, they laugh at it. These aren't just reliable vehicles, they're engineering masterpieces built during the golden age when manufacturers prioritized reputation over quarterly profits. The number 1 SUV on this list routinely hits 500,000 miles while costing less than a single year of payments on a new vehicle. In the next 5 minutes, you'll discover the exact 8 SUVs that were built to run forever, the secret maintenance philosophy that creates automotive immortals, and why I just helped an old friend get one of these legends for only $3,200. The Golden Age Discovery. Let me tell you about the biggest lie in the automotive industry, that newer automatically means better. Just last week, I watched a family finance a 2024 Honda Pilot for $48,000 on a 7-year loan that won't be paid off until 2031. The salesman was practically celebrating as he locked them into a payment plan for a vehicle engineered to last around 150,000 miles, after which expensive repairs become inevitable. Modern SUVs are built with planned obsolescence. Every part is engineered just enough to last through the warranty period. Engines are tuned for fuel economy, not longevity. Transmissions are designed for smoothness, not strength. Even body panels are thinner because manufacturers assume most buyers will trade in long before serious wear sets in. But while that family was signing away 7 years of financial freedom, I was helping Mike, a client of mine, close a deal on something we may never see again. An SUV built with no compromises. Modern buyers are paying luxury prices for disposable engineering masked as innovation. Mike didn't. He picked up a 2003 Toyota 4Runner with 487,000 miles. Yes, nearly 500,000, for $4,200. It was built during what I call the golden age of automotive engineering, 1995 to 2008. Back then, Toyota wasn't building for quarterly profits. They were building for mining companies in Australia, literally. That generation of 4Runner was designed to survive 24/7 use in some of the harshest environments on Earth. The 5VZF-E engine in Mike's 4Runner was tested to last over 500,000 miles before it even went into production. Body-on-frame construction, overbuilt components, and no unnecessary electronics. That SUV was built to survive. The original asking price, $5,200. But I helped Mike negotiate it down by focusing on the immaculate maintenance records, not the odometer. The seller thought he was unloading a liability. Mike walked away with automotive immortality for less than 2 months' worth of payments on a new Honda. Sarah, another client, got her 2005 Lexus GX 470 with 425,000 miles for $4,500, down from $6,000. Today, it's still running like new at 450,000 miles. Leather seats, perfect electronics, silky ride. Underneath, it's basically a Toyota Land Cruiser in a tuxedo. Jennifer was considering financing a newer SUV when I showed her a 2005 Honda Pilot with 285,000 miles, listed for $4,200. She hesitated. Too many miles, she said. I explained how Honda's J35 V6 was legendary, overbuilt for trucks, smooth enough for family duty. She trusted me. I helped her negotiate to $3,600. That Pilot now has 380,000 miles and hasn't missed a beat. These vehicles aren't exceptions. They're overlooked masterpieces from an era when quality came first. While most people chase newer SUVs with questionable reliability, these golden age icons sit ignored on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. That's the real opportunity, if you know where to look and what you're looking at. The Immortal 8, Part 2, Plus Buying Secrets. The next 4 SUVs prove that automotive immortality comes in different packages, but the engineering excellence remains constant across every example. Toyota Sequoia. Sometimes you need something bigger, something that can haul a family of 8 plus all their gear. That's where the first-generation Toyota Sequoia comes in. And I recently documented a Texas family whose 2003 Sequoia just crossed 465,000 miles. When my client needed 8-passenger seating and Toyota reliability, I knew exactly what to find. Built on the Tundra truck platform with the bulletproof 4.7-liter V8, these Sequoias were designed to last. It's the same engine Toyota used in their commercial trucks, overbuilt for constant heavy-duty use. The Texas family bought theirs 8 years ago with 280,000 miles for $4,200, and it's been their primary family vehicle ever since. 3 cross-country road trips, countless soccer tournaments, and daily school runs. This Sequoia has done it all while spending less than $2,000 on maintenance in 8 years. Therefore, you can find clean examples with 250,000 to 350,000 miles for $3,800 to $4,900 when you need maximum space and Toyota durability. Subaru Forester. In the mountains of Colorado, I helped my subscriber Dave find a 2006 Subaru Forester with 280,000 miles that's been through more adventures than most people experience in a lifetime. The seller was asking $3,400, but I negotiated it down to $2,800 by focusing on the maintenance needs rather than the capabilities. Since then, it's been to the top of every major peak in Colorado, survived countless camping trips, and never once failed to start in sub-zero temperatures. The Boxer engine sits lower in the chassis, giving these Foresters a lower center of gravity than traditional SUVs. The all-wheel drive system is always engaged, not just when you need it, and the build quality from this era was exceptional. Today at 340,000 miles, Dave's Forester still gets 28 miles per gallon on the highway and shows minimal wear despite hundreds of thousands of miles of mountain abuse. Therefore, you can find these Foresters with 200,000 to 300,000 miles for $2,800 to $4,200 for reliable all-weather transportation. Acura MDX. Here's Honda luxury at Honda prices. And I've helped dozens of clients discover this secret. When my subscriber Margaret called about a 2004 MDX with 280,000 miles, everyone told her she was buying trouble. The dealer was asking $4,200, but I helped her negotiate it down to $3,800 by emphasizing that it's essentially a Honda Pilot in a tuxedo. An expert mechanic I work with told me, the MDX is just Honda reliability with leather seats, same bulletproof engineering, premium features. The 3.5-liter V6 in these MDXs is essentially the same engine Honda used in their Pilot and Ridgeline, proven to go 300,000 plus miles with proper maintenance. Margaret's MDX now has 320,000 miles and still delivers Honda reliability with features that were cutting edge for their time. Premium sound system, leather interior, and build quality that rivals much more expensive SUVs. Toyota Highlander. The first-generation Toyota Highlander is what happens when Toyota applies their legendary reliability to a car-based SUV platform. Think of it as the Camry of SUVs, and that's definitely a good thing. I recently helped a family find a 2004 Highlander with 295,000 miles for $3,700 when my client needed fuel efficiency without sacrificing Toyota reliability. Built on Toyota's proven Camry platform, but with SUV versatility, these Highlanders offer the perfect balance of reliability, fuel economy, and practicality. Today at 395,000 miles, it's still their primary family vehicle, and they've spent less than $1,500 on maintenance in 4 years. But here's what separates automotive immortals from expensive mistakes: documentation. If you're looking at any high-mileage vehicle, the stack of maintenance records should be thicker than your smartphone. No exceptions. Last month, I looked at 2 identical 2003 Toyota 4Runners for different subscribers. Both had over 280,000 miles. Both were priced around $4,000. The first looked perfect, but had no maintenance records. The second looked rougher, but came with a 3-inch thick folder of every service since new. I walked away from the pretty one and helped my client buy the rough-looking one. 6 months later, the pretty one needed a $3,000 transmission rebuild. The rough-looking one with perfect maintenance records is still running strong. The immortality secret. Plus, success system. But owning an automotive immortal requires understanding the one secret I've learned from helping clients find hundreds of high-mileage heroes: the maintenance philosophy that separates 500,000-mile legends from 200,000-mile failures. Mike's 4Runner with 487,000 miles has never missed a scheduled service. Not once. Every oil change, every fluid replacement, every recommended maintenance item has been completed exactly when specified. When I showed him the maintenance folder organized by year with every receipt documented, I knew we'd found something special. This isn't obsessive, it's smart. When you understand that deferring a $200 service can lead to a $3,000 repair, perfect maintenance becomes an investment strategy. I've seen too many subscribers learn this lesson the hard way. But modern SUV owners defer maintenance to save money, then wonder why their vehicles fail prematurely. A $48,000 Honda Pilot owner who skips oil, changes to save $50, will spend thousands more in premature engine wear. Therefore, the maintenance mindset determines longevity more than the engineering itself. And I make sure every client understands this from day one. These SUVs that make it to 500,000 miles aren't just well maintained. They're loved by owners who understand what they have. I've spent years studying the difference between car owners and car lovers, and the results are dramatic. Mike's 4Runner isn't just his daily driver, it's his pride and joy. He washes it weekly, addresses every minor issue immediately, and treats it like the engineering masterpiece it is. This emotional connection translates into meticulous care that extends far beyond basic maintenance. But most people treat cars as disposable appliances, expecting them to run without attention or investment. They buy new vehicles to avoid maintenance, not realizing that complexity creates more maintenance, not less. Let's do the math that dealers don't want you to see. Mike's $4,200 4Runner, lasting 500,000 miles, costs 0.84 cents per mile. That $48,000 Honda Pilot, lasting 150,000 miles, costs 32 cents per mile. I showed Jennifer this calculation, and it changed her entire perspective on car ownership. The maintenance costs tell the same story. Mike has spent less than $2,000 total on his 4Runner in 3 years. The average new SUV owner spends more than that annually on payments alone, before adding maintenance, insurance, and depreciation. I helped Jennifer save $44,000 over 10 years by choosing the Golden Age Honda Pilot over financing a newer model. That's not just transportation savings, that's generational wealth preservation. I don't just randomly browse Craigslist hoping to find deals. I use specific search terms that uncover hidden gems: one owner, maintenance records, adult owned. These searches bring up completely different results than typical browsing. Timing is everything. I've learned that the best deals appear in winter, especially in northern states. Nobody wants to buy a high-mileage SUV when there's snow on the ground, which creates opportunities for informed buyers. The opportunity window, plus future reality. But the market opportunity I'm seeing right now won't last forever, and I'm already tracking changes that will make these deals much harder to find in the coming years. Right now, while everyone else is fighting over newer SUVs with questionable longevity, these automotive masterpieces are sitting ignored on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. I'm exploiting a perfect storm of knowledge gap and market inefficiency that creates incredible opportunities for my subscribers. Most sellers don't understand what they have. That Toyota 4Runner with 300,000 miles isn't a high mileage problem. It's barely broken in, but sellers price them like they're worn out because they don't understand the engineering difference between Golden Age vehicles and modern disposables. But this information asymmetry won't last forever. As more people discover the truth about Golden Age engineering, prices will rise and opportunities will disappear. Here's something most people don't realize. These SUVs have already hit the bottom of their depreciation curve. When I help subscribers buy a 15-year-old Toyota 4Runner with 300,000 miles, they're buying an appreciating asset, not a depreciating one. I'm tracking classic car auction results, and early examples of these Golden Age SUVs are starting to command premium prices. A pristine 1999 Toyota 4Runner with low miles recently sold for $28,000 at auction. Even high-mileage examples with perfect maintenance are becoming collectible. Sarah's Lexus GX470 that I helped her buy for $4,500 is now worth more than she paid, despite adding 25,000 miles. The combination of scarcity, proven reliability, and growing appreciation for Golden Age engineering is creating investment potential in vehicles that are still practical for daily use. But this only applies to the best examples with proper maintenance. The neglected ones will continue depreciating, while the cherished ones appreciate. Therefore, quality examples are becoming investments, not just transportation, for those who choose wisely. Every year, more of these Golden Age vehicles disappear from the market. Accidents, neglect, and normal attrition are reducing the available supply, while demand from informed buyers slowly increases. I'm seeing this in my own search results. It's taking longer to find quality examples, and prices on the best ones are slowly rising. There's no new production of these engineering masterpieces. When Toyota discontinued the body-on-frame 4Runner design, when Honda stopped building the bulletproof first-generation Pilot, when Lexus moved away from the GX470's proven platform, those were the end of eras. I recently spent 3 weeks helping a subscriber find a clean Subaru Forester from the Golden Age era. 2 years ago, I could find 5 examples in a weekend. The supply is tightening, and I'm adjusting my strategies accordingly, but there are still massive opportunities for informed buyers who know where to look and what to look for. Therefore, early movers get the best selection and prices, while late adopters will pay premium prices for inferior examples. Most buyers don't understand Golden Age engineering. They see high mileage and assume problems, not realizing these vehicles were built to different standards. Dealers often don't know what they have either, pricing Golden Age SUVs like any other used vehicle instead of recognizing their special status. I use this information asymmetry to help clients every day. When I see a Toyota Sequoia with 280,000 miles priced like it's worn out, I know it's actually just getting started. When I find a Honda Pilot with 300,000 miles that the dealer can't sell, I know exactly which subscriber needs it. But education is slowly spreading through the market. YouTube channels, forums, and word of mouth are gradually teaching people about these vehicles' true capabilities. The information advantage I provide is powerful but temporary. Therefore, the window for maximum advantage is closing as knowledge spreads, making immediate action more valuable than waiting. Final payoff plus CTA loop close. So, why do these 8 SUVs last forever? Because they were built during the last era, when automotive engineers were allowed to overbuild everything without corporate accountants questioning every decision. They're not just reliable, they're proof that when something is designed right and maintained properly, it becomes practically immortal. Mike's 4Runner with 487,000 miles isn't an anomaly. It's the natural result of Toyota's Golden Age engineering meeting an owner who understood what he had. Sarah's Lexus GX470 with 425,000 miles isn't lucky. It's the predictable outcome of Land Cruiser DNA in luxury packaging. Jennifer's Honda Pilot with 380,000 miles isn't exceptional. It's what happens when motorcycle company precision meets family SUV practicality. When I helped Mike get his 4Runner for $4,200 instead of the $5,200 asking price, I wasn't just saving him $1,000, I was helping him avoid the $847 monthly payments his neighbor makes on a vehicle that won't last half as long. When I negotiated Sarah's GX470 down from $6,000 to $4,500, I was helping her get luxury that appreciates instead of depreciates. These aren't just vehicles, they're time machines that transport you back to an era when manufacturers built their reputation on durability, not marketing budgets. Every component was over-engineered because failure meant losing customers for life. Every system was tested beyond reasonable limits because excellence was the minimum acceptable standard. The economic implications go far beyond individual purchases. Over the past 3 years, I've helped subscribers save over $2.3 million in avoided car payments and depreciation by choosing Golden Age SUVs over financing newer vehicles. That's not just transportation savings, that's generational wealth preservation. But this opportunity is disappearing faster than most people realize. The supply of quality examples shrinks every year while knowledge about their true value spreads. The market mispricing that creates these deals is correcting itself as more buyers discover what I've been teaching. The next 12 months represent the peak opportunity window. After that, the best examples will either be owned by people who understand their value or priced accordingly by sellers who've learned the truth. The current arbitrage opportunity that lets informed buyers acquire automotive immortality at used car prices won't last forever.